Here's the easiest scale that sounds impressive, and it's also really useful. So it's just a pentatonic scale. It's either, you could consider it a G major pentatonic. That's what major pentatonic sounds like. Or you consider it minor pentatonic. It's the same notes, but if you played it over like an E major chord. So that's the scale. Everyone's heard that scale because it's used in like everything. But here's the big pattern that I'm going to teach. And I can get like little 8-year-old, some of my youngest students to play this. So it's not very hard, and it sounds cool. So it looks kind of hard if you're a beginner. If you're not a beginner, it doesn't look hard. You just go like this, put your third finger on 3, then you go 0, and then you do it again, 3, 0, and then 2, 0, 3 times in a row. 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0. So that's the first part of it. That's like the most common scale on guitar. The next part is a little bit less common, but hit 0 again. And then if you know what the Big Dipper looks like, or like a hat, it kind of makes like a shape like, should go the other way, like this, and then like that. Like imagine that shape, so there's like a handle, and then like this, with like a box. So if you imagine that shape, so after you hit 0, and you start on 3, imagine that shape. Watch, I'm going to go slide up the handle and then make the box. So first just make sure you can do that. You slide up the handle, up the box. So it's like handle, you slide up, you play both notes up, then a little box. Then you start right here and you do the handle again. So it's start on 5 on the D string. There's the box. Then you would expect to go right here, but because of the tuning of the guitar, it's on 8th fret. So you go over the handle and the box. So watch for that shape now. So you start with the open string, and you go 3, 5. You can either slide like that, or some people like to slide like that. 3. So hit 0 first. 3, 5, 7, 5, 7. 5, 7, 9, 7, 9, 8, 10, 12, 10, 12. And fast, it looks pretty cool. And then once you get up there, we actually are repeating this scale, but it's up like on the 12th fret now. So it's going to go like this. I like to do it with my ring finger. Some people do it with their pinky. So 15, 12, 15, 12. 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, and when you get to 12, you slide down. And at the end, I like to strum an E major chord, or E7 where you lift this finger. So if you listen, this scale is the same as this. This is just up 2 octaves. Yeah. So the whole thing, again, you go 3, 0, starting here, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, hit 0 again, 3, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 9, 7, 9, 8, 10, 12, 10, 12, 15, 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, E major. And then what I'm doing to go faster, if you want to do it fast, you just got to do pull-offs. And then here you got to kind of just do alternate picking. And here you can do pull-offs. Now the reason why this scale is so useful is if you're down here, this is super useful. People do it all the time. Like, It works well, like you can just add notes in over E, A, B, you can do over G, D, C, and you can mix all those chords up, and that's like tons of rock songs. And then the way you can use this, you can make up like bass parts, like you can add little bits of that, like in between your chords, and even if you don't know that many chords, you could do like E5 right here, 7th fret power chord, and you can hit the bass. You can actually add this in there, it sounds cool. A5. So what I'm doing, the notes I'm adding are just pieces. B5 sounds good too on 7th fret. And then this upper one is more just for soloing. It'd be harder to come up with a way to really be like... I mean, you could. Most time people just use that to solo. But getting familiar with this, you'll start to notice it all over the place, these patterns. So I hope this was helpful. Like, a lot of my young students really like, they love learning this scale, because it's like, it's a good way to get a feeling for moving around the guitar, like ascending very quick, and it's super easy to remember once you get that shape. So that's it. Hope it helps somebody. Bye.